Hi guys, Borgio here, bringing you another advanced solo guide, this time for the Far Seas Distillery Stowaways in the Rum Cellar pack for Altar of Malice. Quick sort of heads up on this one, I'm using my Warlock, which is going to blow everything up as quickly as possible. However, I will go through boss strats as normal for the 3 bosses included, and roughly what you need to do inside the zone. So the first thing you do when you zone in, you're going to need to be able to have a way to cure yourself of Nox and Elemental, and a way of healing yourself. Now, you can use a merc, you can use pots, you can use whatever. Just have a way of doing it. You're going to need to. The first quest can be picked up from the bottle, and the next quest for the zone to kill the bosses is from this post. The first boss is right here now. His name is Oof Goof Doof. Great name. And he actually patrols around these 2 rooms. If you pull him, and there's ads alive on the bottom floor, you will get all of them. So you can pull them all if you want to. I mean, it's good fun. But just clear out the, I think it's 5 packs of ads. There's 2 this side and 3 the other. Just clear them out, and then you can safely pull him. The ads don't do anything remotely exciting, so don't generally worry about them. An interesting thing about this zone, however, you will have a buff in your debuff window which says that drinking alcohol in this zone causes strange effects. The ads themselves and the mobs can actually drop bottles of alcohol. And I think I do get one on one of these packs, and basically what it does is they supposedly have random effects, but I've only had the same bottle drop, which increases main stat by 125 when you drink it. The downside, however, of all normal alcohol in Everquest 2 is your vision gets blurred, and it is quite annoying. So yeah, it's not super required to drink the alcohol, to be honest guys, but yeah. So here we are, last pack before Oof Goof Doof, who has only a couple of mechanics, and I'm not sure whether I go through them properly, but be aware, he has 2 red messages. He has targets someone. When you see the target oh, here we go, here's the bottle of alcohol, guys, there you go. Don't bother drinking it, your vision goes crazy. But right, he'll have a message that says target someone, so it'll be targets my merc or targets me. When he does that, interrupt him, cast an interrupt. He's basically going to hit you with a nasty Nox dot, which can be cured, but it ticks for about 250k. It's nasty, just get rid of it. So, in fact, no, it's not. I've mixed myself up. Actually, he's just going to hurt you really, really badly, and it's going to tick down and just off you. So, I'm waiting for it here. Just find out what your interrupt is. Stun didn't seem to work, nor did knockdown, but there we go. Interrupt him. The next thing he does is an effect called he gathers power. Just joust away, and he can't hurt you. In fact, I think it's percentage based because he stands here and just does it a couple of times, but then he dies. So, just to reiterate, guys, Bulk Breaker, which is the targets you attack, interrupt him. If he starts to gather power, joust away. Important thing that this boss drops are 2 levers for the 2 lifts in this room. My advice is to make sure you stick the levers in both sides and call the lifts to the bottom of the area. This will become obvious of why we do this for the last boss. However, the next boss coming up can cause issues. There's another bottle of alcohol if you don't position right. There's a kickback. So call both lifts down. Now for the quest, you've got to pick up bottles of alcohol from the walls. Here's one here. I don't even bother picking them all up. I'm just showing you where they are. They're on the walls, guys. So pick them up, and you'll be fine. The next boss is actually pullable straight away. It's Sir Wolfie, and he's a rat. He's non-aggro, so you're going to actually have to pull him. The thing with Sir Wolfie is, he does a frontal AE, and he will announce it not as red text, but as blue text. So it says something like, stops to attack everyone in front of him. Just joust behind him, otherwise you're going to get a Nox dot called Ratatouille, which ticks for about 250k a tick. What you want to do for this boss, guys, pull him towards these sort of crates on top of barrels. There's the frontal. Just move behind him. It's all good. Pull him to these barrels. These crates on top of the barrels are actually attackable. And what's going to happen is Sir Wolfie is going to gain a buff. I'm waiting for the buff to happen. When he gains the buff, you're going to get a kickback. Like that, if you're in the way. And it becomes spiny. What you want to do now, kill the crate, and then pick up the barrel. As in, like, moving furniture. And literally just throw it. Put it in a green area near the boss, and you'll throw it at him, and it'll knock the buff off him. The buff is called Armoured Spikes, and it does damage back to you when you attack. It absorbs AE unless direct, so you can still hit barrels no problem, and has a 50% chance to absorb all damage. So it's not ideal. You're going to be hurting yourself a lot if you hit him, if you just want to burn through, but it is possible to burn through. I've done it before. Be aware of the kickback. You can get stuck behind these barrels in this room as well. It's quite annoying. Right, the last boss is available now. And what you need to do is around the room, there's all these guys just sort of lying on the floor. You want to pull all these guys and kill them all. And that will to get the last boss and his little mate to spawn. They're called Zaxfalump and Fwump. They really did push the boat out on the names in this zone, I must admit. So they come as a twofer, but Thwomp won't actually attack until a little bit after the captain. So it's an involved fight. There's mechanics you need to sort of deal with. So we're going to go through that once we spawn it, but it's not overly difficult. The main issue with this fight is you're going to be taking constant incoming damage. It's not like a zone-wide ticking AE that you may have seen in some of the other heroics or inside the raid zones, but it's just the boss will be attacking you from seemingly out of line of sight. So you're going to need a way of keeping yourself alive. Now I've got the Paladin Merc here, which can heal. On the Warlock as well, obviously you've got Dark Siphoning, which is a bit of a hot. But do whatever you need to do, guys, just to make sure you stay alive. The last boss, if you do it right, it's not that hard. I would definitely recommend for anybody who's squishy, like a maid, bring a Tank Merc. Right. There's Thwomp on the side, and Zaxfalump is actually below him, but he's tiny, and he goes and runs on the middle crates. Now, what you want to do is you basically just want to start attacking Zaxfalump. He will have an attack where he says he's going to attack the furthest person away, so just be closer than your Tank Merc, or if you're the one taking the damage, just be furthest away than everybody else. The key message you're looking for is, I think it's something like "Go get 'em, lads," or something, or "Here they come to save the day." Here they come to save the day. That's what he says. I'm looking down the left-hand side of this floor area. You can see a slightly darker crate. Here, what you want to do is jump down, grab the crate somehow, and there are green portals. There's 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top. Put it near it, and it goes in the green portal like that. These portals actually summon balls, which will go towards Zaxfalump. When they reach him, they give him a stack of a buff. This buff increases his potency by 20% and also heals him for 0.5% of his max hit points every second. So he's not really killable. Okay. The main thing is when this reaches 10 stacks, he will call a massive ground targeted AE on your head and try to smash you with it. Not so bad, just move out of it. The issue comes is when Thwomp comes in, he summons extra adds, and the extra adds put a minus 100% speed slow debuff on you until it dies. Here it is now, you can see it here. So I've got this debuff. Kill the ad and then cure yourself of the elemental. See how fast I'm moving? So just cure. I pressed my wrong button there. So cure the elemental, you can move fast again. Then go back to killing Thwomp. But what you want to do is block all of these portals at the top as quickly as possible, just to stop it. There's the ground target AE, but I'm already out of it. To stop the ground target AE as much as possible, make sure that if you are bringing a Tank Merc, your Tank Merc is tanking Thwomp at the moment, because you don't want to be dealing with getting hit, which is what's happening. What I'm doing. Lady Leanne is actually doing her job, which is great. So I've got 2 blocked up top now. There's 2 to go. So he's only going to be gaining a few stacks. You can see I've got him targeted now, so you can see him gaining the stacks as the dots hit. Here we go.
Burn now.
So there's the ad come in. I'm now slowed again, so I'm just going to kill that off quickly, and then I'm going to cure myself. There we go. So as you can see, I'm in orange health, guys. I'm just stopping to cast Dark Siphoning now and again. It's only a 20k heal. It's not great. I'm getting hit for 44, so it is a bit of a DPS push for me. I actually kind of messed up here and did these out of order, so it's going to take me a bit longer to get the last crate in position. But once it's in position, the balls stop, and he won't be doing his massive AE from the sky anymore. So at that point, all you want to do is kill Thwomp. Once Thwomp's dead, he aggroes and he will run at you. So just get Thwomp killed off. It can take a while. You're still going to have the mini ads coming in, so you're going to want to kill those off and cure yourself if you're interested. But apart from that, that's it. Once Zaxfalump comes in, he is tank and spank all the way through to the end. He's a double up. He's got a bunch of hit points, and he hits for about 40k every second. So he attacks fairly quickly. Just blow him up. I decided I wasn't going to waste time here, so I just fired off all my temps now. I fired off Sanguine. I thought at the time I probably shouldn't have done Sanguine because it's a health drain, but whatever. It'll be fine. I'm sure he was going to die. So I just unload here. Boom, dead. Right. And there we go, guys. That is the advanced solo instance in a nutshell for this new zone. As usual, guys, if you like these videos, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends. Hopefully you guys can get this instance done. It's not overly super difficult, but as long as you bring some healing, bring some cures, it's all going to be good. I'm Borgio. I'll see you guys next time.